Hello friends, welcome back to India for IAS. This is Manjunath Mudhod. In this video, we are going to study about Deputy Speaker in Lok Sabha. Deputy Speaker in Lok Sabha. So this topic falls under GS2 paper Indian Polity. GS2 paper Indian Polity. So this topic is important for both prelims and mains. And UPSC already asked questions on Deputy Speaker in the prelims. And in the mains, it may ask in this year or in the next year. As seen in the recent news, the opposition is fighting very hard to get the deputy speaker post. So already the speaker post it went to the ruling party. So the deputy speaker post it was absent or vacant in the last Lok Sabha. So in this present Lok Sabha, the opposition is trying very hard to get the deputy speaker's role. So in the last Lok Sabha, that is 17th Lok Sabha, the deputy speaker position was vacant. So in the 16th Lok Sabha, that is the term between 2014 and 2019. So for this 16th Lok Sabha, the deputy speaker post was held by an MP from AIDMK. So AIDMK party was an ally of BJP. So that MP name is M. Thambidurai. So he was the deputy speaker for the 16th Lok Sabha. The deputy speaker position for 17th Lok Sabha was vacant. So for this 18th Lok Sabha, the opposition is trying very hard to get the deputy speaker post. There is no specific rule regarding the from which party, whether it is ruling or opposition, the deputy speaker should come from. So from the year 1990s, till 2014, the deputy speaker's post was held by opposition consistently. So coming to the historical context of the deputy speaker, the institutions of speaker and deputy speaker, they originated in India in the year 1921. Under the provisions of Government of India Act 1919. So the Government of India Act 1919, they were also called as Montego-Chelmsford reforms. So at that time, that is during 1921, so as per the provisions of Government of India Act 1919, the position of speaker and deputy speaker, they were called as president and deputy president. So before 1921, there were no position of speaker and deputy speaker or also president and deputy president. On the other hand, the Governor General of India, he used to sit over the Central Legislative Council. So as per the provisions of Government of India Act 1919, so in the year 1921, the first speaker and deputy speaker were Frederick White and Sachidanand Sinha. They were appointed by the Governor General of India as first speaker and deputy speaker of the Central Legislative Assembly. So Frederick White and Sachidanand Sinha. In the prelims 2024, question came on Sachidanand Sinha, prelims 2024. So the question is related to who was the first deputy president of the Constituent Assembly. So the answer is Sachidanand Sinha. So the question nowhere related to this topic, but you should know the positions held by Sachidanand Sinha in general. And in the year 1925, Vittal Bhai J. Patel, the brother of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he became the first Indian and the first elected Speaker of the Central Legislative Assembly. So then, as per the provisions of the Government of India Act 1935, the positions of the President and Deputy President, they were changed to the Speaker and Deputy Speaker. However, the old nomenclature, that is President and Deputy President, continued till 1947 because the federal part of the Government of India Act 1935 was not implemented. So, because of this reason, the nomenclature President and Deputy President, they continued till the year 1947. So, G.V. Mavalankar and Ananthaswamy Iyengar, so they had the distinction of being the first speaker and first deputy speaker of the Lok Sabha. So, they were the first speaker and deputy speaker of the Lok Sabha. So, one more interesting fact about G.V. Mavalankar is that he held the post of speaker in Constitution Assembly also, as well as Provisional Parliament also. This Constituent Assembly, it used to sit to draft the constitution. So during that sitting, the Constitution Assembly, it was held under the chairmanship of G.V. Mavalankar, who used to be the Speaker of the House. So one more feature is the G.V. Mavalankar. He also held the post of Speaker for continuously for one decade, that is from the year 1946 to till the year 1956. So he held the position of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha for continuously 1 year. Now we will briefly look into the constitutional provisions of the Deputy Speaker. So Article 95 of the Constitution, Article 95 Clause 1 of the Constitution, it says that the Deputy Speaker performs the duties of the Speaker when the Speaker's post is vacant. So when the Speaker's post is vacant, then Deputy Speaker should perform the duties of the Speaker. The Deputy Speaker also holds the same powers as that of the Speaker while presiding over the House. The references to the Speaker in the House rules also apply to the Deputy Speaker when presiding. So these provisions are with respect to Deputy Speaker when the Speaker's post is vacant. So Article 93 of the Constitution, it says that the Lok Sabha should choose a Speaker and Deputy Speaker as soon as may be after the formation of the House. After the formation of Lok Sabha, this Lok Sabha should choose Speaker and Deputy Speaker. So this is as per the provisions of Article 93 of the Constitution. Article 178 says that the state legislative assemblies have a similar provision where they must choose a speakers and deputy speakers as soon as may be after the formation of the state assemblies. Now we will look into the constitutional provisions regarding the appointment of the both speaker and deputy speaker. The constitution says that the appointment of both speaker and deputy speaker is mandatory for the effective functioning of the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assemblies. Article 93 of the Lok Sabha and Article 178 for state assemblies, as already we have discussed, uses the word shall. So both articles, they use the word shall. So it indicates a mandatory requirement choosing both speaker and deputy speaker. So the phrase as soon as may be that has been mentioned in the Article 93 and 178 of the Constitution, it emphasizes that these appointments should be made promptly after the formation of the House or the Assembly. The rules for the election of this Deputy Speaker in the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assemblies are as follows. So the Deputy Speaker is elected from among the members of the respective House or Assembly. So for example, if Deputy Speaker, he has to be elected for the State Legislative Assembly of Karnataka, then he should be one of the member of the State Legislative Assembly of the Karnataka. Then the Deputy Speaker, if he has to be elected for the Lok Sabha, then he should be the member of the Lok Sabha. So that is the requirement. Then coming to the voting requirement, the election is conducted by simple majority of the members present and voting. Say for example, in the Lok Sabha, it is 543 members. Then the simple majority to elect the speaker is 543 divided by 2 plus 1. So that is a magic number 272 plus 1, that is 273. So the deputy speaker who is going to be get elected, he should get 273 votes. Coming to the timing, the election of the speaker and deputy speaker occurs first session of the new house or assembly. So it happens during the first session of the Lok Sabha or state legislative assembly. So usually this does not take in the first sitting. It doesn't take in the first sitting because during the first sitting, that is around the first 2 days, these 2 days are typically allocated for vote taking and affirmations by the members of the newly elected Lok Sabha. So after first 2 days, then in third or subsequent days, the election of the speaker and the deputy speaker takes place. So coming to the procedure in the Lok Sabha to elect the speaker and deputy speaker is, the procedure is governed by the Rule 8 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of the Business. So the election date of the deputy speaker is determined by the speaker. So this is very important here. So who determines the election date of the deputy speaker? it is Speaker of the House who determines the election date of the Deputy Speaker. So the procedure is conducted as per the provisions of the Rule 8 of the Rules of Procedure and the Conduct of the Business. So coming to the tenure of the Deputy Speaker, so once they elected, the Deputy Speaker usually serves until the dissolution of the House, and unless they cease to be the member of the House. If the Deputy Speaker, if he is no more the member of the Lok Sabha, then he should vacate the position of the Deputy Speaker. Then if the Deputy Speaker, if he resigns from the membership or if he resigns from the Deputy Speaker position, then the tenure will complete, and the House should elect a new Deputy Speaker for that position. So coming to the vacation of the office of Deputy Speaker, how the Deputy Speaker position can become vacant. So the first thing is when they stop being the member of Lok Sabha. So when they stop being the member of Lok Sabha, then they cease to become the Deputy Speaker. Then the second fact is when they resign in writing to the Speaker. So they send their resignation letter to the Speaker to vacate the position of the Deputy Speaker. They can also be removed by the third method of vacation of the Deputy Speaker is they are removed by a majority vote in the Lok Sabha with 14 days notice. So by giving 14 days notice, the Lok Sabha can remove the Deputy Speaker from his position. Coming to the duties and position of the Deputy Speaker, he acts as the Deputy Speaker. He acts as the Speaker when the Speaker's office is vacant. When the Speaker's office is vacant, then the Deputy Speaker should act as the Speaker. So when the Speaker's position is vacant, he also presides over the joint parliamentary session. So both the houses, when both the houses will sit combinedly. So on such sitting, when the Speaker is absent, then Deputy Speaker presides over such meetings. And the position of the Deputy Speaker is not subordinate to the Speaker. So it is not subordinate. And the position of the Deputy Speaker is directly responsible to the House, but not responsible to the Speaker. So this Deputy Speaker, he becomes the chairman of any of the parliamentary committee if he is part of that committee. So coming to the voting and privileges of the Deputy Speaker, so the Deputy Speaker cannot vote initially while presiding, but has a casting vote in a tie. So if there is a voting procedure in the Parliament, in the Lok Sabha, so then the Deputy Speaker cannot vote in the first instance, but he can go for casting vote in case of tie. Then he cannot preside over when his own removal is in the process. When the Lok Sabha it wants to remove Deputy Speaker from his position, then he cannot sit or he cannot preside such a meeting. So when the Deputy Speaker is not presiding any meetings of the Lok Sabha or any session of the Lok Sabha, then he can be a regular member of the Lok Sabha. He can sit the regular sessions of the Lok Sabha as a regular member. So this Deputy Speaker, he receives the salary and allowances from the Consolidated Fund of India. So this fund is not subject to the voting of the Parliament. So coming to the instances where the Deputy Speaker served as the role of Speaker when the Speaker was absent. So the first instance was after the death of the first Speaker, that is G.V. Mavalankar. After his death, the Ananthaswamy Iyengar, the first Deputy Speaker, M. Ananthaswamy Iyengar, he served as the Speaker for the tenure from 1956 to 1957. So he worked as the Speaker. So then the second instance is when the 13th Lok Sabha Speaker GMC Balayogi. So when this GMC Balayogi, when he died, the Deputy Speaker at that time, that is PM Saeed, PM Saeed. So he acted as the Speaker of the Lok Sabha for 2 months. So these were the two instances during which the Deputy Speaker acted as the Speaker. So in the following table, we have provided the details of the Deputy Speakers who are from the opposition parties. Deputy speakers of the Lok Sabha who came from the opposition parties. So during the tenure of first UPA government, that is 2004 to 2009, the Congress-led UPA was in power, and Prime Minister at that time was Manmohan Singh. So the Deputy Speaker was Charanjit Singh Atwal. So he is from Shiromani Akali Dal Party. So then during the tenure of UPA 2, so again the Prime Minister was Manmohan Singh, and the Deputy Speaker was Karya Munda. He is from BJP. So then during the tenure of 1999 to 2004, the Prime Minister was Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and the Deputy Speaker was PM Saeed. He is from Congress. So the list goes on for the year 1998 to 1999. So the Deputy Speaker was PM Saeed. He is from Congress. So during the term of IK Gujarat United Front government, there was no Deputy Speaker. So then during the term of HD Deve Gowda government, Suraj Ban was the Deputy Speaker. He was from BJP party. Then during the term of 10th Lok Sabha, the Prime Minister was PV Narasimha Rao, and the Deputy Speaker was S. Mallikarjunayya. He is from BJP party. So for the term 1990 to 91, Chandrasekhar was the Prime Minister. Shivraj Patil was Deputy Speaker. He is from Congress party. So this is the brief study about the Deputy Speaker, his election process, whether he should come from ruling party or opposition party, and the constitutional provisions related to the Deputy Speaker. So based on the topic that we have discussed so far, that is Deputy Speaker of the Lok Sabha, here we have provided one prelims practice question. The question contains 4 statements. Go through all the 4 statements and comment your answer. The answer and detailed explanation for this question is available in the PDF handout, which is available in our Telegram channel. So the link to Telegram channel is provided in the description box of this video. So you can join our Telegram channel and download the PDF. This PDF also contains the detailed notes of this video. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, happy learning.